Welcome, everybody. My name is Michael, and today I'm actually able to sit. Yesterday, I wasn't able to sit or move or anything because my back is flared up again. I blew out my back on Sunday. It's not an amazing experience. Today is Tuesday. We missed 2 days of work now. Tomorrow, thankfully, is a day off, so we missed two in total, and hopefully can go back Thursday, and everything should be fine. I hope until it starts hurting again. So we have gone through the medical healthcare loophole, whatever, down the rabbit hole. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. In America, it is an absolute disaster. Anytime anything happens, whether it's an ear infection or, hey, I want to get my ears cleaned, or, oh, I blew out my back, or, oh, no, I have COVID, or I don't know, whatever, a million diseases, and, oh, I've got dental issues, vision issues. Well, sorry, that's not covered. So I'm spending in total like $374 per month on dental and the health insurance. Dental is like $26, and the first 10 months you're paying, it doesn't really cover everything. Actually, it doesn't really cover most things. It will cover cleaning after the first 6 months. So, woo, I can get a free cleaning now, I think, or it's half pay. I don't know, something like that. And then the total maximum out of pocket, or actually the maximum it will cover anything, is $1,000 per year. So really, it could be a total waste of money. But for health insurance, I'm paying out of that 374, I believe, like 346, something like that. And it is a HMO plan, which means you have to get a referral. So anytime an emergency happens, like, hey, doctor, I blew out my back, well, you have to have your personal primary care physician, PCP, something like that. And you call them, oh, hey, the nearest availability is in 4 weeks or 3 weeks. Ugh. Well, that's not really going to help my current situation. Okay, so let me get a referral to physical therapy, because last time this happened about a year and a half ago, that was actually, I would say now, considering the pain yesterday and the day before, at moments it was worse than last year, but in total, last year was worse because there was a day where I couldn't even do anything. Like, I couldn't even move right now. Like, I was literally laying on the floor crying for help, like hoping for 911. I don't know. That was a disaster. So yeah, I missed a week of work then, and I had to go in the next week to work on crutches. It was bad. And I went to physical therapy, and I could barely get out of the car. I mean, it was bad. So every now and then, obviously, I don't want stuff like this to happen. If you have lower back pain or any type of back pain, you probably know what the experience is. Just trying to move or turn over in bed is an absolute disaster. So it would be very helpful to go to the doctor and, I don't know, try and get some pain medication or even muscle relaxants, because I know I had muscle relaxants prescribed in the past before. Actually, they were in Poland, and that was super easy. You just get a prescription, you go to a doctor, that's it. Same day, I got everything, and it would help my neck because I used to have a lot of neck problems, and it got worse as I gained weight. I'm obviously at an unhealthy weight, so this is putting a lot of pressure on my neck, on my back, on my joints, on my legs, on everything, and I've got a lot of pain, right? So over time, eventually, my back just can't take it anymore. I bent down, and you could feel cracks every time you're bending down to tie your shoes, to do anything, and it would get worse until you can't really do anything anymore. So not only do you lose money because, well, you can't go to work, opportunity cost, but now you have to pay money for physical therapy and doctors. And, well, hey, I'm paying for insurance. Will that cover it? No, because there's a $2,000 deductible, meaning for certain things outside of your PCP and specialist visits, which for me, it's, I think, $30 per doctor visit, $60 per specialist visit. I did do labs recently, so that's the one thing that insurance did cover, and insurance said, the labs were $470. Ooh, I think those are heightened numbers, but even if those are legitimate numbers, that's just absolutely insane. It should be maximum $100. Like, these were normal labs. I found out for the most part everything's fine. There's a couple things I need to work on, but overall in Poland, it's just, oh man, I miss that healthcare system, because I'm paying $346 here for physical therapy. I don't know how it's going to work tomorrow, but essentially I read that up until I hit that deductible, there's nothing. There's 25% co-insurance, which means I'll pay 25% insurance after I hit the 2,000. Well, we're approaching the end of the year, so it's time to change insurance plans. That's what's going to happen. November, that's when the healthcare marketplace opens. But that's the thing. I just checked the healthcare marketplace about all my options here, and they're not great, because to avoid a situation like what's going on right now where, oh gosh, something happened, I need to go to a doctor. I can't wait until this one PCP refers me somewhere. I didn't even know the difference between HMO and PPO plans. We're only looking at PPO plans now. So if I do have to go to any random doctor, as long as they're in network, and that's a whole other story, different debacle there, but as long as they're in network, I can go to any PT, any doctor, and it should cover it. Well, I need a $0 deductible PPO plan. And the best part is after that, there's a third part to it. Okay, so there's a maximum amount that can be spent by you, the customer, before insurance covers everything total. Well, I want everything lower because I just want to focus on that one amount, that one payment that's coming out of my paycheck every month. And I know it's going to be more. It's going to be more than $346 to get a good pay plan, to get a good healthcare plan. I want gold. I want the best. I don't want any limits because I know I'm going to have to see an ENT. I know that there's certain things that might pop up, and I don't want to have to deal with it like I am dealing right now. So we took a look at healthcare marketplace. There were 0 plans that were PPO that fit my guidelines, meaning there was 2 plans that were close, but out of 115, 9 of those were PPO. 9 of those were PPO. So if you're looking at a healthcare marketplace, that's probably why I chose an HMO plan. I chose gold, and I thought, hey, this is instead of getting the silver plan, this is going to cover more stuff. And even the doctor yesterday, the doctor's office, when I called for that referral, oh, you got Ambetter. You got a good plan with them. Okay, well, not really because of this HMO thing. So I didn't know, and most of those plans are HMO. So we're down to 9 PPO, and then I chose, well, I don't want to have, a $10,000 deductible or $8,000 deductible. So show me the lowest deductibles and show me a gold plan. 2, one of which had a $700 deductible, but then it had, I don't know, something silly. It didn't cover vision. It didn't cover dental. That's another thing. If you want it to cover vision and dental and be $0 deductible and all this, and we're talking at this point, I'm turning 26, I'm a male, but still at 25 right now. Those plans, like the one with $700 deductible, you're talking $650 a month, meaning a better plan than that would cover everything. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking, what? It's going to be $800 a month? Are you crazy? Or even more? I mean, something's not right here. That's a lot of money. We're suddenly talking about more than $10,000 per year spent on health insurance. I mean, that's just I don't understand why there can't be a plan that's relatively affordable for the middle class, that you can just go to a doctor whenever you want. You can go to a PT whenever you want, because, life's unpredictable. There's going to be scenarios where, just like this, it happens. And yes, I could feel the pain probably, 2 weeks beforehand, but I didn't think it was going to get worse, or I was praying it wouldn't get worse, but it did. And even when it happens, it's like, well, what do? You got to plan your way around it, but you can't really, because doctor's office isn't open this day, and they're closed that day, and it's a holiday here, and the schedule's not working, and you need a referral for this, and so tomorrow we're going to PT, and that's probably going to cost me well over $100, which I don't really have. So, I mean, it's just crazy. Now, I talked with work. I talked with a gentleman who is in charge of the healthcare at work, and he said, you got to wait until the enrollment period, because outside of that, it's a special enrollment period, but that's if you just changed your job within like the past 60, 90 days, if you just got married again, if, I don't know, domestic abuse situation, some crazy stuff where it's not going to cover 99% of real life scenarios. I'm sorry, but, if you just got married, then come on, are you kidding me? There's 2 months of the year where you can register. 2 months? Really? So I didn't register at the beginning of the year because, first of all, I don't know, You want to always check out the first month. Is the employer actually an employer you want to stay with? That turns out I chose very well, and I'm very happy with my current job. But again, if I chose an employer that I wasn't happy with, I don't want to go through that whole thing again. Well, I have to switch healthcare providers. No, I just wanted to stick with the one that I was paying for, because again, back then I thought it was a normal plan. I didn't realize there was a difference up until I had to use it, and that's it. I really use the health insurance for labs and one doctor visit, which still hasn't popped up. There's always the urgent care, but that's going to cost me $165. I got a bill for the urgent care from my ear from last month, so that was fun. Not really. It's just, wow. I don't know. So even people at work, I think you're going to be paying, after work pays their share. Still, at minimum, it's going to be a couple $100, but I want to negotiate with it's crazy. You have to negotiate. You have to call the health insurance provider and ask for a better plan, because no plan is going to be, at least to my knowledge, no plan is going to be everything's perfect. Here you go. They're not going to give you the best plan, right? So you got to call them yourself, and more is going to be deducted from your paycheck. And yes, I want that. I want to go that option, but I was told that it's actually going to take even longer by the time everything, because there's the special enrollment period, but there's also something that happens in January. And at the end of it, it's October right now. I was told that January is the absolute earliest that this can happen. And I'm still going to be paying hundreds of dollars, and I don't know what's going to happen then. But my hope is that's going to turn out to be a lot better. There's a lot of people out there that say the only option is really through work. And then some employers are able to give, not all are able to give, really good plans. There's the unicorn plans out there that are $0 deductible, cover health insurance and visits for vision and dental and everything. And I really want that. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. I will continue complaining about this system. And this is why, in my dream, I want to retire when I'm older in Switzerland, or if at least I can't do Switzerland, somewhere in Europe, because I want to retire in a country that has good health care and is free or relatively low cost and easy to deal with, not crazy like this. I mean, yes, okay, the healthcare may be great in America, but what difference does that make to me if the doctor down the street's performing awesome operations and surgeries if I have no way to access that, unless I go into bankruptcy? So anyways, yeah, tell me, I want you guys to share your American healthcare stories. This is just one of those things where America, there's a lot of good things, but this is that one thing where it's really, really important. Like, it's your life, it's your health you're dealing with. I don't know. Anyways, have a good one. Take care.